stewards, right? Whether we're in a position or an organization or even on this mortal coil. So let's keep talking, and let's keep talking about the issue, what the problem is, and our respective views on that. And in the world of solving problems, you can find common ground often, and sometimes you agree or disagree. But we have practiced sort of a universality in terms of conversation and coalitions on certain issues. But if we keep focusing on the outcome, the people, and the commonality, we find oftentimes we're able to achieve something where in the past that conversation would go nowhere. So we do work with a variety of organizations, people of different political persuasions, but it's always focused on people, good policy, and good outcomes. How do we get to a good place?
I'm Ruth Richardson. I'm from New Zealand, a little tiny little country at the bottom of the world.
Or at the top, depending on where you're sitting.
Thank you. My question is directed to you, Robert. It's about, I just sort of flipped in and out of my brain something about intergenerational solidarity. And I'd like, if you could, to expand on that concept a little more.
As you can imagine, those of you that are over 50 or older, what do you care about? Well, you're in sort of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Obviously, you care about your immediate circumstance. But I find that as I speak across the country and engage with all of our members, within 30 seconds, that conversation turns to family. It turns to, your spouse, but more importantly, your children. So it becomes clear that what we're trying to do is not only help individuals at the 50-plus part of their lives, because again, who speaks for them? In our society, there's no organized group that speaks for them, and in a society that had adored youth and vibrancy, that dynamic hasn't changed. But regardless of that, people care about their families. So it is about the next generation. When we speak about Social Security or Medicare, primarily the conversation is about the next generation. It's not about today. It becomes how do we ensure that that's in place for the next generation. And people have an extraordinary and burning desire to provide for their families, and that creates a whole dynamic to create an intergenerational conversation. The risk we have right now, is given our financial challenges in every country, is sort of the intergenerational warfare. We're spending too much on people who are old and not enough on people who are young. Or because of the way budget gets allocated, who's getting quote-unquote their fair share. So it becomes really important for people to understand that the intergenerational piece here is about solidarity because we're all in this together. And we all want, when I talk to 25-year-olds, I say, someday you'll want to be 60. So I want to make it good when you're 60.
Any further questions? Okay. Well, in closing and thanking our three speakers today for a very interesting session, I'd just like to summarize with a little link on aging and public health as we're dealing with public health here in this conference. Aging is very much a success, very much seen in the last century, due in part to public health. But also, it's a challenge involving change in public health. And so, who are older persons? Older persons are a treasure of human resources for public health. So, at the end of the day, I think we're very much involved in aging if we're involved in public health. Thank you to our speakers and thank you everyone for participating today.